Hey y'all, welcome back to Clown Week. I'm here with my friend Zoe again. We're gonna take some white face paint because most clowns you want to have a white face. And then we're just gonna place the white face paint all over her face and just blend it out. Eyes, everything, just white. And then once that's blended out, you're just going to take some powder, mostly because I used face paint and I wanted this to dry really quickly. You don't have to use the powder, you could just wait for the face paint to dry, but I was under time crunches. And then we're going to make her brows nice and prominent. Zoe has blonde hair, so she usually doesn't have black brows. Then we're going to take some red eyeshadow, and we're basically just going to fill in her entire area, like her entire eye area, with the red shadow. Just all over her eyes. We want the entire area to be red. And we're just going to blend that. Of course, I put the eyeshadow palette in the video. Good job. And you're just going to blend that around the entire eye as so. And then you take some black eyeliner on a small little detailed brush. This is the most nerve-wracking part, but pretty simple. Just draw one straight line up through the eyebrow and then come back down and thicken it up slightly. You kind of want it to be a extremely thin triangle shape. And then you just fill in any excess with the black eyeliner. And yeah, she immediately liked it right after that. Unfortunately, I did move the face paint a bit, but then you're just going to do basically the same thing under the eye and go down to about the nose area. You could stop halfway down the nose. Whatever you want to do. I did move her face paint around a little bit, but it's okay because all you have to do is take the same blending sponge and just tap it out to smooth it over again. The powder didn't dry it down as much as I would have liked it to, but we had a bit of a time crunch. I was trying to finish 2 different looks on her before she had to go to work that day. And then you just do the same thing for the other eye. And then you're just going to take some red eyeshadow and very lightly brush it over the triangles on top of the eyebrows. Again, this is really simple looks. We're only going to use 2 colors in this entire look. But you're just going to lightly blend some red over it just to kind of make it look like it's almost irritated, almost like they're claw marks or cuts rather than just face paint. You just want the area to look slightly irritated. And as you can see, you just do the same thing for under the eye, dragging it all the way down. It's actually bothering me. I didn't quite bring it into the eyebrow in one side, but that's okay. I think I might fix that later. I'm not sure, but and there you go. And then you're just going to take some red and draw a little clown nose. You can just do a dot. You can follow the entire contours of the nose, whichever you'd like. And then you just fill in the little clown nose. Zoe said she got lots of good reactions to this look. She wore it after she left, And then you take more red, or you could use a red lipstick if you wanted, and you just line your lips. You can overline. Again, this is a clown, so if you want to make your lips big, you can make them big. I believe I did slightly overline Zoe's lips. And so you just line the lips, and then you'll end up filling them in once they're lined. You want the entire lips to be red. There you go. And again, these are clown lips. They don't have to be perfect. And then you take some black and you follow the lines of the lips and make a nice little curve going off of your lips. And you want it kind of thick going off the lips and then ending in a little taper. And then you do the same on the other side. And then you just want to blend that black into the center of the lips just slightly, so it's not just a straight up harsh line. You can blend with your fingers, with a brush. You can do the little lip smacking thing, and then you're going to use more black and just make little stitches. Again, this was a little hard because of the angle I was at, but it works best if you make like thin little diamond shapes, so like just tiny little triangles coming off of each side. Not super thick triangles. You don't want to have a straight up triangle on there. You want it to kind of look like a line, but just with a slight taper. And I usually just do 3, like so. And then you just do the exact same on the other side. Just very thin diamond-esque shapes. I really messed up on that one. It's really hard when I'm at this angle. I have really shaky hands, but it's okay. We will make it work. And voila! You now somewhat resemble having your mouth sliced open and stitching it back closed. And then you just take the same red color again and just lightly brush over, because again, you want it to look slightly irritated. Then it looks more like a cut rather than just a black line. Gives it more of a creep out factor. And that is the last step. Thank you so much for watching my super easy clown